I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thursday and welcome you to, oh my goodness, this is a new scenery. This is a Steve PHL scenery. I literally just got done installing it and I've forgotten it's Bennington, Vermont. And tonight we have another BVAGA fly-in. It's called the Springtime in the Adirondacks. We've got a fun VFR trip planned for you. It looks like the weather is just going to hold for us and should be a ton of fun. I say let's get started. And not only are we breaking out some new scenery, but we also are going to be breaking out a new aircraft. It's the Eclipse. It's the E1000. And this baby cooks with gas. I tell you what. I've had a lot of fun so far in it. And since we do have quite a route planned today, I thought it might not be a bad idea just to have something a little bit quicker and not quite, I guess, not do the low and slow that we're typically used to on this channel. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So this is up here just in a really pretty part of the country up here, upstate New York and Vermont. And honestly, I'm not very familiar with exactly where the state lines and things like that are, but this is where we're going to start today's trip. This is William H. Morse State, and I believe this is in Vermont. We are going to fly our first leg. We're going to go hit Saratoga Lake. We're going to steer clear of the class Delta, I think, down here at Albany. We were initially going to depart from Albany until Steve shared his scenery with us, and then I'm like, hey man, let's do that. But we're going to hit Saratoga Lake, then we're going to shoot generally west and pick up the Mohawk River. The Mohawk River is going to take us all the way in here to Griffiths International, aka Rome Airfield. We're going to do a full stop there. Then from Rome, we're going to be departing to the northeast, and we're going to hit a couple of lakes here. I don't know what this lake is called. Hinckley Reservoir over here to Lake Pleasant, I think. Pisco and Lake Pleasant through Indian Lake. And then we're going to head east over here to Lake George. And again, we're trying to steer clear of, there's a class Delta here that we're not wanting to talk to ATC for as long as we can, basically. No, I'm just kidding. We're just going to see how we do. And then we're going to follow Lake George up here into Burlington. We'll get some permission to come on in here to the class Charlie. Hey, Downwind Sim. What is up is, gonna see if I can mess around with the E1000 today. So we'll get to Burlington, again full stop, and then we'll plan a third leg. We're going to go over the top of the Adirondacks. We're actually going to use Adirondack Regional as one of our waypoints, even though we're not going to stop there. From Adirondack Regional, we're going to try, there's a railroad track. We're going to try to see if we can follow this railroad track generally down to the southwest to Stillwater Reservoir. And then from Stillwater, we're going to see if we can shoot due west out here to Lake Ontario. And again, we're trying to stay below the Delta airspace down here. As soon as we get to the shores of Lake Ontario, we're going to head south. And I think it's, maybe it's not Interstate 81, but Highway 81, whatever this is, Interstate 81, Highway 11. they will lead us down here into Syracuse. And then at that point in time, we will decide. I'd kind of like to see if we could make it back to William H. Morse, but we might have to pick up. By then, it may be dark enough. We may have to pick up an IFR. I mean, you can do VFR at night, but I definitely don't know the area well enough. So I think I would just feel better. Plus, we're controlled here, so that would be good. The E1000, no, that you're thinking of the Epic 550, I think. Hey, Kitty Monster. But no, this one, it's a little like a jet. I mean, it scoots. It's built for speed, but it's kind of like a kissing cousin to the TBM, basically. And yeah, anyway, Aerobask, they make some pretty good things, and so we're gonna try it out here. First things first, I'm just gonna come up here. It does have a way to load your fuel tanks, but I still kind of just like doing it. And I have backed the time off an hour to give us a little bit more daylight. This is going to take us probably close to 3 hours, which is the extent of the event. And so if we can actually get a little bit of an early start, we will. And I wonder how many times I'm going to bump this. I better take that hat off. I was outside running around with the junior first officer. Forgot I had my hat on. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where are you, Aerobask menu? So static elements are going to go away. We're going to close the door. And there we go. Loses some of the sound, which is good. All of our levers are idle or cut off. I am going to get rid of the yokes. Just get them out of the way for a minute here. Switches are off. Gear lever checked down. Flaps are up. And okay, we're ready. Power up. Battery 1 and 2 are coming on. Let's check the flaps. Make sure they're operational here. And verify they're going down. Yes, indeed. All the way down. Bring them back up. Fuel, we should be full. Let me put the avionics master on here. Yep, full fuel tanks. That's good. And we will put this, okay, we're on the right-hand tank. All right, we'll go to the left-hand tank. And, all right. ELT, let's check and make sure that's armed. That's over here. Yep, that's armed. And we'll get the beacon going. Check our voltage, make sure it's above 23. It is. And yeah, we're ready. Lean out the window and holler clear prop. Looks like the prop area is nice and clear here. I'm going to get this started, then I'm actually going to fire up, well, actually I'll connect right now. E1000. I have to, oh, I don't know what this is called. Alright, I'll get the engine going so I don't waste battery power here, and then we'll log into VATSIM. Okay, so we are on the left fuel pumps, or left fuel. So we're going to turn the left fuel pump on. We're going to look to make sure we have fuel pressure. We need 14 psi or more. And yes, we do. We have 23 psi. And I think we're ready. Sometimes my microphone, sorry about that. This has got like a little bit of a loose connection. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you heard a click? Yeah. Sometimes if I bump this or the mute is right here. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, by the way. All right. Where was I? Avionics, I need to get those set. I'm not really doing a heck of a lot. Let's get logged in here. Let's file a flight plan. What is the code for this plane? Eclipse 500 Epic. There it is, E1000. Just Epic. All right, very good. That works for me. VFR, and we're going to be this first leg again. We're going to be from William H. Morse, KDDH. We're going to go to KRME. We'll use Burlington as our alternate, and I'm going to shoot for 10 minutes for departure. And I'm going to totally guess approximately 30 minutes. And we have 4 hours of fuel on board. We're going to be VFR eastbound. Nope. Westbound. We are most definitely slant Lima. And we got to encourage everybody to stop by and say hello. We have to be friendly around here, right? Let's look at the sectional. How high do we have to be? We do have some 4,000 foot terrain kind of in this area, but as I'm looking around, I'm seeing 900s and 1400s. Yeah, I think for this first leg, there's a 28, there's a 24. I think we'd probably be okay with 2,500, but I'm going to go 4,500 just to make sure we're up and out of the way here. All right, VFR Lima. Yep. File that flight plan. We do have Boston Center online. If we need to talk to anybody, we'll put him on. But I think right now we're 2280 and active sky. What do you tell me about the weather? Live weather is active. Conditions, we are 290 at 5, so we're departing westbound, which is good. 299er. Few clouds at 3,800. All right, we can deal with that. 2999 and altitude set 4,500, already in there. Very good. Heading. Yeah, what's our, I need to look at this airfield. I don't know. What does it have here? It looks like runway 13 or 31. Well, neither one of those really favor the wind too well, but I would say probably 31 will be our better choice. So where does that put us here? Where are we in relation to that? So we just need to kind of turn right around here and back taxi down to this right hand side and depart 31, and for the most part we'll be right on where we need to be. I'm gonna say that we will, well, we'll get down there, we'll set up the autopilot and all that good stuff. I do want to hand fly this as much as I can tonight, but I may have to pop that autopilot from time to time just to check on some different things. So I'll have it ready to go, but really want to get a feel for this plane, and it's been a lot of fun so far. All right, before taxi, so we will go prop lever fully forward, and we test the beta. Let's make sure the trim is set first. Where's our trim? Yep, right on the money. Flaps are up. Yep. Beta's working great. And let's set the transponder to mode Charlie. We are squawking VFR. We're going to just put you on right now. We'll just do ALT. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. So we got to turn around according to this map. Pretty much turn right around to our right and grab the taxiway. And there is going to be a little bit of a back taxi involved here, so I will make the call appropriately. Okay, let's put the condition lever forward and we'll get this plane started. Sparker and VR checking in. How are you doing, sir? Look at that thing. If that doesn't scare the heck out of a low and slow guy like myself, nothing will. Even the taxi feels fast. Holy Moses. Sometimes I wonder, what have I got myself into? Great job on the scenery, by the way, Steve PHL. He kind of shared this, like I say, last minute, and I was more than happy to throw that scenery into the mix. I don't have enough scenery up here, and I fly a lot up here, so it's kind of nice. All right, I need to make a back taxi call here. And William H. Morse traffic, Epic November 11816. We're going to be back taxiing runway 31, departure to the west. Morse. Hey, how are you? I'm gonna do my run up real quick. Let's see, we got to go prop and condition levers fully forward. We're gonna advance the power. We're gonna get 1500 NP. JPC. What the?
That's ridiculous.
Thanks for the sub, brother. All right, 1500 on the RPM, and then about the only thing you have to do, you pull back on the prop lever to about 2/3. Hey, you do. And you have to make sure that the, that is a basketball, buddy. That's an awesome basketball, my man. And that stayed above, anyway, the RPMs are supposed to stay above 1,000, and they did. Now I can put everything back here. Let's put flaps for takeoff, and we're going to turn the igniter back on. We are going to put our nav on, and gosh, I'm going to put the pitot on just in case. And then I'm going to put the taxi lights, and we'll be ready to go. And Morse traffic, Epic 816 back taxi 31 Epic Morse. I will. Next time he comes downwind sim, I'll let him know you said hey. He is a busy 3-year-old bundle of energy. It started this morning shortly after 6 and has not slowed down. I'm getting little micro stutters, by the way, guys, and I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's related to an aircraft, related to scenery, related to what, but you're going to see some stutters here and there, and I'm trying to kind of troubleshoot that to see what's going on. There was one right there. I am running the Vulcan version of X-Plane 11.5. I've not upgraded to the beta that's been dangled out in front of me yet, but I may have to if I'm going to have stuttering issues. All right, we're out of the way. It's not, Steve, because I've had it. I had another plane that I was messing around with in a different place, so it was not your scenery. All right, let's get it out here. This thing is touchy. And Morse traffic, Epic 816, VFR departure runway 31 westbound. Morse traffic. So we spool it up about 80%. We stand on the brakes and we stand it up. Stand up the power lever. And we're looking for right about 80. Whoa, I was not very well lined up, guys. Sorry about that. Looking for right about 80. There's 80. Nose up, and we're up. Gear coming up, and we're flying. We're not doing a good job of maintaining runway heading. Up, up, and away. Oh, I forgot to set up everything to, in case I need my autopilot. Alright, well, not going to worry about that. Trim this baby out, and let's go see if we can find ourselves a lake. Again, we're looking at Sky Vector here. If I had a course of about 301, which is about what I'm on right now, I'd be in business. So we're going to go just a little bit to the left here. Oh no, actually, that's the wrong way. I was kind of on it, wasn't I? And it's only about 20 miles here, so Saratoga Lake is what we're looking for. We're going to try to take it up to 4,500. And yes, it is a little bit like cheating having this glass, because we can really see the borders of the Class Delta, Class Charlies. It is an absolute rocket ship. I mean, the manual says expect initial climbs of 3,000 feet per minute or greater. And I can definitely attest to that. Alright, 1,000 to go. If we needed it, we would have it. If we wanted it. Let's do this. We will arm the autopilot just for a second, kind of get our bearings under us. And see, I think this might be our lake here. Saratoga Lake. There is an airfield right next to it called Saratoga Airfield. That's a helipad. Nope, that must not be our lake. I was estimating about a 300 heading ish. We're 304 right now, so we're in pretty good shape. Actually, we're getting shoved around a little bit, so maybe I should crab into the wind just a little bit. How about we go about 295? See if we can't pick that lake up. Yeah, there's 4,500. So yeah, Steve, a little bit of an early start because, like I said, we've got, probably, I mean, it's going to be a good 3 hours. And I want to make sure that that we get all this, yeah, go ahead. And the box is not hooked up. I had to steal the cord, so you might have to do some rearranging with the cable, but feel free. Anyway, I wanted to be able to get around and give the Boston Virtual guys some love for coming out and staffing up some GA strips, kind of like what we did with the Denver fly-in yesterday. It was really, really nice of those guys to do that midweek stuff. So that's what we're looking at. But yes, look at that. And we will try to come all the way back, Steve, and land, and I'm hoping I'll be able to see that monastery. And it sounds like there's something else that you said was a part of this scenery package. The Bennington Monument, which I know nothing about, but sounds pretty cool. But just look at all these little green farms and awesome. To a bush pilot, everything looks like a landing strip. But I think our visibility is holding off. I mean, it's a little hazy and a little bit bumpy, but for the most part, everything that I see here is just wind and turbulence, but no moisture. So we'll see. I actually think I may even have, do I have, yeah, I have Rome tuned in. So we're 80 miles away. We're doing 250. Holy cow, I gotta back it off a little bit here, guys. Let's mess with the torque some. Let's pull the torque lever back and the RPMs back a little bit here. I mean, this thing goes. It goes. Battle of Bennington history. All right, very nice. Oh, part of the Saratoga campaign. Ah, hence Lake Saratoga that we're coming up on. Very good. Yeah, very good. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. There's our lake, and we are going to be turning a little bit more westbound. In fact, I'll probably just fly due west, and I actually think I'm going to just, we're going to pop it off autopilot here and just see how she flies. Let's see how close we can keep it. Go ahead and make a little bit of a lazy left-hand turn. Flight director is not liking me, so I'm going to turn him off for now. Oops. And we'll just get on that westbound heading. Keep your eyes peeled. I have traffic turned on. I have no idea how well it works, but it is on. Let me just double check that. Yep, traffic's turned on. And we're getting a pretty good little headwind right now. So, all right, so westbound, and we will be looking for the Mohawk River, which should be just kind of cutting diagonally from left to right. Kind of running off to the west here. Boy, one thing about this plane I am noticing right away is it really likes to, it's kind of like it's sitting on a little teeter-totter and it's wanting to roll left and right here a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that in the stream. Very hard to keep it level. I wonder if there's a wing stabilizer function. No, I'm not seeing anything there. Probably would be smart to put the windshield heat on though. Yep, just wants to roll. If you get it kind of to the right, it just wants to keep rolling right. If you get it to the left, it just wants to keep rolling left. So that's kind of interesting. Not super stable in hand flight. Needless to say, that could be problematic as we're on short final. But we'll work with it. Pretty smooth considering the reports of turbulence, though. I'm happy with that. Do I need to put, let's see, do I need to turn anything on here? Air conditioning? No, I don't think so. Temperature, yeah, I mean it's 15 Celsius outside, so it's still pretty nice. I can see on my center display that the river's coming up. Downwind sim, I am thinking that that is correct. Speaking of monuments, our friend, your friend and mine, downwind sim, the St. Louis Slammer. He is working on a little monument project himself. There is the river. This is the Mohawk River. And it's going to lead us basically all the way into Rome. So I'm gonna keep it off my left-hand side so I can see it a little bit easier. By the way, the view in this plane, it's unreal. I mean, like you can see, it's so nice. I mean, it's so much glass here. It's just crazy. Seats a bunch. I mean, how many does it seat? 6 total, I think. Oh, we're climbing a little bit here. We don't need to do that. All right. Well, we'll keep the river off our left-hand side there, and try to get leveled out. Oh, now I'm dropping. That will be my big challenge today. It's just straight level flight. Just the old back to basics. Kenny, I will promise you that I will save the crash for after you get back. Okay, I'm going to check something real fast here. Cruise power. We just essentially, it just says stay within limits. Adjust to stay within no more than 760 on the ITT, which is not a problem. We're the dreaded 666. That can't be good. We're going to back off a little bit. We don't want that. NG can't be any more than 101. It's at 87. And our prop RPMs have to be no more than 1700, and we're at 1610 right now. So we're in really, really good shape, except are we losing our river? No, there's our river. We're making a boatload of power, 250. Holy cow, this thing scoots. Wow. I did read it's currently the fastest single engine airplane in production. It's living up to its name. Okay, so now let's see. Rome is a controlled field. It is a class Delta, and it may have, it has tower coming on. And so why don't we, okay, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I hate to do this, but I'm going to autopilot. Let's set the heading mode. We're going to autopilot, and we are going to just try to keep it. We've actually slid down below just a little bit. Climb back up, and we're going to get, go draw. You can draw with the pen, man. I want to see what you make. What'd I say Rome was? 1810? Because we probably need to be checking in here in just a little bit with them. We could check in with, I guess, center first. And because we don't have any kind of approach. Nope, we don't. So how about we check in with center. West center, 2375. Let's start with them.
Shut 105.
Try to stay on that river. It's over there now. At Boston Center, November 11816.
Sir, 11816 Boston.
Yes, sir. We are approximately 45 miles to the east of Rome at 4,500. We'd like to request permission to make a full stop landing there.
November 11816. Let's see, if you want to contact the Tersa to get you sequenced in, it's going to be on 134.27 Syracuse approach.
3427, thanks, 816.
No problem.
Okay, I'll keep that there. 3486. Is that what he said? No. 3427. $34.27. Okay. We'll keep tower right there for us, and Syracuse. Good afternoon, November 11816.
Number 11816, Syracuse, go ahead.
Yes, sir. VFR westbound 4,500, about 35 miles to the east of Rome, and we'd like to request a full stop landing at Rome.
Number 11816, clock 4706, the Rome altimeter 3005.
4706. All right, and 05 on the altimeter. Okay. And we're...
Number 816, radar contact 40 miles southeast of Rome, good evening.
There's our river again. That's kind of what we're following here. And it looks like it looks to me like the runway is generally running almost right up the river, kind of a northwesterly approach here, depending on, and we won't have any ATIS necessarily from your regular stations, but we can look here. So surface winds, yeah, kind of favoring a sort of a northwesterly approach. So that's right on the money. Clear conditions, 6 knots. And again, Rome, I am seeing runway 33 or runway 15. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. All right. Back on manual here. Let's fly and have some more fun. Let's get back on that river. We kind of drifted a little bit to the south of it. Kind of tough to keep track of that. Do want to give a shout out to Boston Virtual guys for once again coming up big, putting on these events. They mean a heck of a lot. JPC, I feel very confident in saying that you're probably not going to crash it, but there's a high likelihood that you're going to over torque and make smoke in the cabin. And then you have to go out and you have to pay for it all. You got it, bud? He was playing with it earlier. Don't poke your eye out. All right. But yeah, that's the biggest thing that it took me the longest time to, like the first time that I basically blew it up, I was just on my first takeoff roll, and I just pushed the throttles forward just a little too fast, and yeah, I didn't like that. And then the second time I did it was on a go round, and again, for whatever reason, I just firewalled it, and it didn't like that. And then I don't remember the third time I did it, but something similar like that, where I just wasn't thinking, and you're just not able to with the turboprop. You're not able to slam the power lever forward like that. So that's kind of what caught me. each time. But fun plane, fun plane. I will be in the TBM later on this month, actually. Looking forward to being back in that bird. Man, I'm tossing out some vortices, aren't I? Moisture in the air, I guess. Kenny, you've been around to know all my little what I wish were secrets. The best ones you've saved forever. You've clipped them and saved them for posterity. Probably ought to leave that there. That's not quite ready for you yet, man. Sorry. Yeah, that one's not quite ready for you. I've got one of those.
Number 41 Golf Syracuse, are you requesting radar service?
Got one of those old school glue together models of a B-25, and the junior first officer is very keen on me finishing it because he is ready to play. All right, we are getting to within about 15 or 20 miles, so I'm gonna start to back off on the power a little bit. And all right, actually that's Bravo 64. Well, that might be. What is that? That may not be it. I don't want to be descending. Come on. I want to bring the power back a little bit and the speed back a little bit, but all right, downwind. Enjoy. I'll be around. Oh yeah, that's not our airfield. That's a little guy down here. That's Frankfurt Highland is what I'm seeing down there. Probably be a fun one for Steve PHL to work on. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. All right, I'm getting the power back a little bit. I was thinking maybe more like about 180, just to kind of be under control here.
Syracuse departure, Angel Flight 9834 is with you on heading 280, passing 1,400 for 4,000, 9834.
Angel Flight 9834, Syracuse departure, radar contact, the altimeter 3004, climb maintain 10,000.
Looks like our Mohawk River kind of turns into a little bit more of a canal there, doesn't it?
Syracuse approach, good evening. TBM 64 Juliet Mike, passing 12,700 for 11,000.
TBM 64 Juliet Mike, Syracuse approach.
Boy, I lost 1,000 feet of altitude in the blink of an eye there, guys. That's not good. Let's see if we can get back up to 4,500 where we should be.
And TBM 64 Juliet Mike, expect visual approach runway 28 unless you want something else.
Visual approach, 28 right, TBM 64 Juliet Mike, thank you.
64 Juliet Mike, it's just runway 28, there's no 28 right.
Well, it'll be 28 then, thank you.
Angel Flight 9834, turn right direct Saranac Lake, Sierra Lima Kilo.
Right direct Sierra Lima Kilo, 9834.
Approach TBM 124 Mike Charlie, 10,000 with Lima.
Ah.
TBM 124 Mike Charlie, Syracuse approach, good evening.
Sonante.
Deserve.
All right, we're getting back up to 4,500, and our speed is back to a little bit closer. We're only at about 140 right now, but that's okay. I was thinking.
Number 11816, Griffiths Airport, 12 o'clock, 14 miles of reported in sight.
All right, we're looking for the field, November 11816. Let's get leveled off and see if we can see any lights. Kind of hazy right now, so it's tough to tell. Sit forward. Oh, we're running into a little bit of a... There's some of those scattered clouds that they were talking about. Anything yet? Nope, not seeing anything. That might be it, actually. Yep, I think we've got it. And 11816, we have the field.
Number 816, thanks. Make straight in, runway 33.
Straight in, runway 33, November 11816. Okay, let's real quickly, let's look at our descent checklist. Our airspeed's below 270, which is good. Actually,
Flight 9834,
down below
Boston Center,
250. We've got our
123.75.
lights on. We didn't ever turn those guys
So,
off.
12375
Oops, landing lights off. On, I guess, now. We have our barrel set. We were a little bit off course, it looked like to me. Fuel selector, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to change the fuel selector to auto. Got to make sure we do that because otherwise we're going to be a little imbalanced. I think we might see that already on
Number
our...
816, contact Griffiths Tower, 118.1, good day.
Over to tower 18.1, we'll see it. Griffiths Tower, good evening, November 11816. We're inbound runway 31. 35.
11816 Griffiths Tower, wind 360 at 6, runway 33, cleared to land.
33, cleared to land, November 11816. Okay, I've kind of lost the field
Number
here a
8
little.
Lima Tango, extend your down at call base.
Roger, extend downwind. You'll call on base. 8 Lima Tango.
Yeah, I kind of lost the field here a little bit, guys. Where are you, field? Right where my window frame is. Okay, let's get it slowed down here. I can put flaps in. Flaps can go in here. Yeah, I gotta be 180 or less, so I gotta wait a little bit here. I think I have time. Okay, we're 180 now. Put a first notch of flaps in. And I'm looking for...
Number 8 Lima Tango,
There's our field.
12 o'clock, direction about 10 o'clock, 6 miles, opposite direction, and Epic at 1,800 report site.
I'm looking for about a 100...
Number 8 Lima Tango, roger, you'll be following that.
90 to 100 for our approach speed here.
Following the traffic. 8 Lima Tango.
And we are about 7 miles out. Throw the gear down. We are just a little bit fast right now, but also a little bit low, it looks like. Let's try to level out, see if we can get on the glide a little bit better here. Yep, just a little bit low. Kind of came in a little bit flat, didn't I? I misjudged the field altitude is what happened. I keep forgetting these aren't sea level fields. We're in the hills and the mountains of upstate New York and Vermont. All right, I think that's getting us pretty close here. There we go. That's better.
Number 8 Lima Tango, runway 33, cleared for the option. Number 2, following the Epic onshore final.
Runway 33, clear for the option. Following the Epic on final. 8 Lima Tango.
Alright, put the final notch of flaps in. Oh boy, do we pitch up. Holy cow. Wow. Wow, that was a big bubble. Alright, keep that in mind. Really gained some altitude there. Now all of a sudden we're too high. That's okay, we're far enough out we can make the adjustment. I think it'll be just fine. Ew, this is a little bit of a lumpy, bumpy runway here, guys. 261. All right. Acceptable. I would say that's exactly the right word for that. Okay, we're going to go beta. Not great, not terrible. The approach was not good, but overall, not bad. Not bad for the first landing of the day. Let's get out of the way here.
Exit left when able, traffic 2 mile final.
Okay, we're hanging a left right here, November 11816. Hanging a left right here.
816, you can contact ground on 121.9.
Ground point niner, we'll talk to you in just a few, 816. Alright, we are clear of the runway. Let's get ground point niner tuned in here. Oh, the other thing that I should have done, I left the igniter on the whole time. That's not good. I was supposed to turn that off at cruise. Ground point niner. Okay. And I think we are off on, I forgot the taxiway. What is this taxiway? I don't even know. Do we have a diagram? Yes, I think we do. Looks like we're off on, oh man, I don't even know. A Delta maybe? Hard telling. And Griffiths ground, Epic November 11816, we're clear of runway 33.
November 11816, safe parking.
Yeah, we just actually need a spot where we can really quickly toss in a new flight plan, and we're going to head right on out.
Roger, you can go taxi straight ahead on Delta.
Okay, straight ahead on Delta to the apron, November 11816. Alright, that works. Flaps are cleaned up. Landing lights actually need to come off. Yep, this looks like a good enough spot. Let's just get out of the way here. Pull the condition lever back a little bit. And, alright. Set the parking brake. And, alright, we forgot to do, okay, there were a couple things we forgot to do. We forgot to do the fuel auto selector. We forgot also to arm the stick pusher, and we forgot to unarm the igniter. So we got to do a better job of that the second go around. Let's look at our, yep, so our right fuel tank took a hit. Now here's the scary part is I don't know which way to spin this, so I might kill the engine. Whew, okay. That was a guessing game. Yep, 261 in the tricycle gear. Does make a difference, not going to lie. Alright, so the next place that we're going, boys and girls, let's just set this up really quickly. Not going to be doing a total and complete flight plan here, but we're going to go direct to Burlington. Oh, I have a, what am I doing? Okay, I have a keyboard here. B T V Burlington. Yep, there we go. We'll enter that in just so we kind of know how far we need to go. 123 miles kind of gives us a sense.
November
And
930 Kilo Money, Foxtrot Short Alpha requesting taxi to the active. We have
standby.
Information Bravo request BFR to Syracuse.
Syracuse will be our alternate. And we're going to be out of here in about 10 minutes. And again, I think probably another half an hour trip. This will be to the northeast, and so that means we better take a look at we've got some more terrain to work with or to deal with in this one. So let's just make sure we're clear of everything.
November
Okay.
Kilo. Would you like flight following?
2234,
No, sir, November
43, 41, and then 29er. So if we, since we're eastbound, we should file 5,500.
Mooney 9830 Kilo. Runway
All right, everything else looks good.
Taxi
That's
via
filed.
Alpha.
Let's
33
jump back
taxi via
into
Alpha,
the
November
checklist
9330.
and let's just see here. Taxi checklist. De-icing systems. Nope, that's the after landing checklist. Prop lever, all that stuff is good. We need to set the altitude for 5,500. We do have current, altimeter 3005. That's what we have in there. And we will be, I'm going to try to arm this departure and see if I can fly it a little bit better. We're actually going to be departing back to like a heading of 078. So let me get that put in there and let's just see if we can fly this a little bit better. So we'll be departing runway 33 and then right-hand traffic pattern. So I'm going to arm the heading.
November E7 Alpha X-ray, requesting taxi.
What was that?
November 87 Alpha X-ray. This is Rome Ground. Not that Syracuse.
Nice check-in though.
Actually sent by.
Sorry about that.
Made me cough.
Syracuse is 121.7.
All right, we're gonna plan a 3,000 feet per minute climb out at a heading of 078, and you're gonna like it, Mister. We're gonna see if we can do a little bit better here. So this is a controlled field. We actually could get flight following all the way up. I think we will. And Griffiths Ground Epic 11816 would like to request flight following to Burlington.
Epic 11816. Well, Liam sent request. I'm on number 1.
Well, while he is working out the details, again, we're going to be departing. We're going to be departing to the northwest. We're going to be taking a right-hand turn. We're going to be picking up probably this lake right here, then Hinckley Reservoir. There should be a little gap in the mountains and a little road that takes us to Peaceco Lake. And then from Peaceco, again, we're going to follow the terrain up here to Indian Lake. We'll see the dam at Indian Lake, and when we see the dam, we're going to turn to the east, and we're going to cross over Shroon Lake, and eventually we're going to get to this big Lake George. When we find Lake George, we're going to head a little bit more to the north. This line is straight, but I actually plan on following the lake. And then we're going to get in, in this area here, and we're going to figure out which way we're going to land. Probably, I would guess we would be entering a left-hand traffic pattern to land runway 33, be my guess. But we'll see what the wind is doing up there at Burlington. Okay, so far so good. I mean, things are rolling. The couple little mistakes on departure, but we will do better this second go around, I hope. All right, Kenny had a somewhat exciting moment over in Oakland coming in for a landing. Oh, somebody. Yeah. Those close encounters of the traffic kind are never fun. Well, they're kind of exciting in the flight sim world, but
November 425.
would not want to have one happen in real life.
Confirm your position.
Oh, sorry, we're on wrong frequency. Sorry about that.
All right, let's take a look real quickly also at the Bat-tastic world tonight. What's going on in Bat Sim? Of course, the Northeast, pretty well lit up. Good controlling around New York as well. Up into Canada is...
Number 11816, claims available,
that's
advise ready,
us.
copy.
11816, we're ready to copy.
Team VFR, at requesting departure frequency 134.27, squawk 1001.
All right, departure frequency 14327. You were broken a little bit on that, and squawking 1001, November 11816.
Departure
134.27, 816.
Rebag is correct, copy for taxi, expect runway 33.
Up, say again, sorry about that.
Rebag is correct, expect runway 33 for departure.
Okay, we'll expect 33 for departure. We'll call you for taxi, 11816. All right. Code 1001. Does that mean I'm the first code? Did they recycle all the codes and I'm number one right now? I think that's what that means. Suffering through dinner, what's that mean? Downwind simulation. I sense you setting us up here. Chat. Ooh, yeah, that looks rough. Biscuits, gravy. Nice advertisements on the bottom there. Jeez Louise. All right. That's making me hungry. I have not eaten yet. I have not eaten quite yet. All right, we'll get back to the Vatastic map here in just a second, but we're going to taxi out here, and I think everything's pretty well ready to go. Yeah, we came in on Delta, so yeah, we'll just kind of be making a right-hand turn back out to runway 33. And ground Epic 816, we're ready for taxi.
Epic 816, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha, Epic 816. Let's make sure we have 13427 sets. Let's do this. 3427. We'll just leave that top set up for Rome, and we'll have this ready to go down here. And how do I flip over to COM 2? I got to know how to do that. That's important. If I'm going to have it in the standby, okay, right there, COM 2, mic 2. All right, sounds good. Let's go find Alpha. Let's hang a right on Alpha. There's Alpha. And then we'll head on down to runway 33, and we'll be ready for leg number 2 of at least 3, if not 2 of 4, because I kind of want to get back to that same scenery that we departed from, that Mr. Steve PHL did such a good job working on. And now he says that's a little bit of a moldy oldie for him. So he's been, the guy's been doing some work here for quite a while. Down we go. Probably going to hand us over to Tower here for just the final touches. Oop, I need my downwind sim back scratcher. Very good, very good. Boy, this thing is a rocket no matter what it does.
11816, contact Rome Tower, 118.1.
Over to Tower, Epic 816. Thanks for the ATC. Fun event.
No problem.
Oh gosh, I'm on COM 2. And Tower Epic 11816, we'll be ready for departure at the end.
Number 11816, Rome Tower, roger. Where are you told to monitor or contact?
Actually, you know what? He probably did tell me to monitor. That's my bad if he did.
Number 816, no problem. There have been a few guys today. Runway 33, line up and wait, 136016.
Line up and wait, runway 33, Epic 816. I don't remember. Did he say, was anyone listening? Did he say contact or monitor? Because if he said monitor, I should not have contacted. Okay, we're going to line up and wait. We are clear on final. King Air looks like he's down on the ground. We do have some elevation issues here on this default scenery. But I had never been to Rome, so I thought it was kind of intriguing. Oh boy, yeah, we've got ourselves a... he did a touch and go actually, didn't he? Alright, flaps down. I gotta get my checklist
Charlie, Echo,
here.
Alpha, Victor, extend your downwind, I'll call base.
Landing lights are on.
Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha Victor.
Trim is
say again.
set.
Charlie,
Igniter
Echo,
is
Alpha,
on.
Victor, extend your downwind, I'll call base.
Pitot heat, all that stuff is still on. Okay, we're
Extend
good.
downwind, we'll call, and call base.
We're ready. Kenny Monsters have fish stick sandwiches again. Hey, we love our fish sticks around the
Number 816, on
Leroy
course departure
household.
approved, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
On course approved, 33, clear for takeoff, Epic 11816. All right, on the brakes. Stand them up. 85% NG. There we go. Looking for 80 on the rotation speed. Boy, bumpy, bumpy. All right, takeoff power set. There's 70.
Charlie, Echo,
80.
Alpha, Victor, 1 departs prior to your arrival, runway 33, clear
And
for
that
the
was a
option.
little bit better, smoother departure, I would say. Gear coming up.
Sorry, say again.
Charlie, Echo, Alpha, Victor, runway 33, cleared for the option, 1 departs prior to your arrival.
Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha Victor,
All
cleared
right,
on runway
and
33 for options.
We're going to get out past
Number 8, Lima
the,
Tango, reduce to slowest practical speed, please.
that's the runway
Slowing
here.
down, Lima Tango.
And engage the autopilot. See how smooth we are here. Climbing at 3,000 and making that right-hand turn. We really should have taken it out past the
Number
runway.
816, traffic clear, 3 o'clock, 1 mile, opposite direction, a Baron at 1,600, report site.
We're looking for the traffic, 11816. Where are you, Baron?
Number 816, that traffic shouldn't be a factor now. You can
Okay.
contact Syracuse, departure 134.27, good.
Over to departure, Epic 816. Thanks for the ATC. Great event.
Care 122, contact Albany approach 132.82. Good day. Contact approach, Albany approach for Care 122. Thank you, sir. Good day. Number 8 Alpha Papa, contact Griffiths Tower 118.1.
All right.
118.1, 8 Alpha Papa, see ya. Number 522, contact Griffiths Tower 118.1.
118.1, see you. Have a good rest of your night.
And departure, Epic, November 11816, 5,500, VFR, flight following northeast. No, I don't have my transponder on.
Number
Jeez Louise.
11816, Syracuse, say your location.
I'm sorry, I don't have my transponder on. That might help. I'm just north of Rome.
Number 11816, Roger, I have a new code for you, squawk 4723 to Griffiths altimeter 3005.
4723.
November
Okay, that's good to know that the altimeter, excuse me, the transponder code doesn't automatically go to alts mode when you
Sorry, who requested this
depart from the airfield.
November 87 Alpha X-ray.
Okay, I need to make sure that's on my checklist to have that set.
Number 87 Alpha X-ray, squawk 4744.
4744, November 87 Alpha X-ray.
Alright, we're getting a little fast here. 255, we gotta slow it down just a little bit. We're looking for
And Delta 1132, descend and maintain 3000.
looking for that first lake, the Hinckley Reservoir, which I think.
Number 816, your radar contact 10 miles east of Rome, altitude indicates 5,500. You were flight ball into Burlington, correct?
Affirm.
Okay, roger, thanks.
All right, so that is that's our Hinckley Reservoir that we're coming up on.
Number 87 Alpha X-ray,
Boy, that makes
radar contact, turn right heading
that
040,
makes pilotage
appropriate VFR altitudes.
a lot easier. I don't know if you can really even call it pilotage when you have that, but it sure is fun to have. Every now and again, fun to have a little bit of glass. There's our lake. All right, beautiful. So from the lake, we are going to look for, there's a little bit of a depression and the terrain up here. It's kind of eastbound. And so we're kind of heading that way right now, actually. I feel like I'm sitting kind of low in these seats. Is it just me? Yeah, I'm down. I'm kind of pretty low in this seat. Let's just make an adjustment here. A little bit of an adjustment. Come up just ever so slightly. Wait. There we go. Something like that. That's a little bit better. How's my side views? Ah, much better. Much better. That one actually dips down a little bit.
Number 87 Alpha X-ray, resume mode navigation.
Alright, so I'm seeing a little bit of a gap right there. That's what I'm shooting for. And that should get me out to
November 87 Alpha X-ray.
Pisco Lake.
About 11:32, the Syracuse Airport, 2 o'clock.
Clouds are becoming a little bit of a factor here.
About 11:32, cleared visual approach from 82.
And we're definitely not 500 feet below these clouds, are we? We're probably not legal VFR right now. Terrain around here, as I look, is 3,400. So we technically we could drop down a little bit if we needed to, and I think I actually will.
Syracuse departure, Gamma Jet 43, 1,400, climbing 4,000, runway heading. Gamma Jet 43, Syracuse departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000. 9,000, Gamma Jet 43.
Okay, let's back off the power a little bit. We're already 257. You're gonna have to force yourself to finish off some fresh brownies. Well, that's rough, my friend. That is rough. Thoughts and prayers with you, buddy. Hang in there. I'm drinking.
Number 11816, contact Boston Center 123.75 today.
2375 816. We'll see it.
Gamma Jet 43, turn left, heading 180. Left 180, Gamma Jet 43.
005.
3005, breaking contact. Thanks.
Boston Center, Epic, November 11816. We're descending to 3,500 due to some cloud level issues. We're flight following up to Burlington.
Number 11816, Boston Center, rudder.
Boston Evening Power 1310.
I feel like I'm giving way too much information on my check-ins. Really, all they need to know is my aircraft type and my altitude. They know all the rest. They've been talking back and forth. They don't need to know all the rest of this stuff. Now, if we get down in here, by the way, as you can see, there's some stuff up here that's a little bit higher than 3,500. Show you what I'm looking at.
36, contact New York Center, 125.
We're coming in right here.
Have a good day.
We have a 3,070 foot peak, which will be above. 2660 we're above. 3250 we're above. But as we head up here toward Indian Lake, we've got this ridgeline at 3,900. So we're actually going to be a little bit below terrain level. And then everything else, though, we can stay at 3,500 and be just fine. We'll just be down amongst it a little bit. Oh, there's our lake, I think.
United 5451, cross Cyper at 1980.
Pisco, P-I-S-E-C-O, Pisco, is that how you say that?
Cross Hancock, level 1980, just perfect.
November 17 Whiskey Charlie, descend to maintain 1000, Burlington altimeter 29999.
Boy, this thing makes a lot of wing vortices. Wonder why. Or is that coming out of the... I don't know. That's weird.
Southwest 69 Boston Center, climb and maintain follow 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300. Southwest 69.
All right, we're going to turn and we're going to head up
1025, climb and maintain follow 360.
and just follow this
360, 1025.
little valley here. And if we head about a 045 heading, we should run into Indian Lake. And then we're going to head back to the east once we get past the dam. I'm going to come off of autopilot here just because I want to fly it a little bit more. Let's make our turn. Again, 3,500. I see the altitude marker coming in.
Burlington approach 121.1. Have a good day.
And we'll stay on manual flying until we get to where we have to do a bunch of radio comm things again.
Oh, okay, I was right. Cyper 1980, thank you.
Oh, now we're climbing. Think we're definitely down in VFR range now. Oh, look at this little airport. What is this? Pisco Field. Holy cow. Look at that little beauty. Man, that's got some potential, right? Holy Moses. Remember that. Remember that. HSF Waffle. This is indeed VATSIM.
Flight level 380, Southwest 69.
How are you doing tonight, sir? Thanks for stopping by. Mental note there, Downwind Sim. That's a potential little spot to mess around with. It's not exactly a grass strip, but some of these little tucked away paved strips are kind of fun as well. If Steve PHL has taught me anything tonight, it's that these little tucked away strips are worth messing around with.
Korean Airlines 2570 heavies with you at
HSF Waffle has pressed that follow button, and I greatly appreciate it, man. Welcome to Prop Culture. General aviation related stream, and most of the time on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We're having a bunch of fun up here in the Boston virtual skies. It's part of a GA flying called the Adirondacks across the Adirondacks. I think I see Indian Lake coming up right there. Little skinny north-south lake. Kenny, I know you've shown me a few, and you actually put me on to quite a few little turf strips, and I have not forgotten about our side project that we talked about. I think that sounds like a lot of fun to get in there and do some of that scenery work in the Minnesota area. I've got plenty of family that lives out your way, and so that's kind of a neat place, kind of a special place. A little bit of a tough sun right now. You're not getting a ton of details here on the mountainsides, unfortunately, but as you can see, this is just a picturesque area. super beautiful. Lots of this type of terrain. Very challenging to fly in, especially in the winter. And one of the areas in P3D that I really like to fly just because of that, just because of the weather and how tricky it can be in here, the challenging conditions. So there should be, as I'm looking at the map, should be a dam at the top of this, the north end of this lake, that will be our spot where we want to hang a right and head basically eastbound. Yeah, Kenny, that as you know me well enough to know that that's kind of my thing. I love that type of strip. I love those little municipal strips. They are so fun, so unique. Every one of them has their own little personalities and just really reflective of the communities that they serve. So I love that kind of stuff. Heading into the Misty Mountains here, guys. And when I turn east, I think I may pop it back on autopilot just because I need to kind of get my comms all straightened out, because we do have a controlled airfield here at Burlington. So instead of me fiddling with the radios and all that good stuff while I try to keep it straight and level, I do think I will go ahead. Yep, here, this is the northern edge. Is this... Not really seeing a dam per se. Maybe I am. Maybe that's a dam. Oh, maybe over there. Well, I'm not sure, but I think that's about as far north as we can go. And so let's do this. Let's get the heading bug set to point to the east. Let's get our vertical speed bug set to climb just a little bit here. How about a couple hundred feet? Oh, it's already set to do that. All right, so engage the autopilot. Heading mode is not set yet. Heading mode is right there. There we go. So we will turn east. We will climb up to 3,500, and now we need to take a look here at a lot of things. We need to look at weather, which we do have an ATIS 2380. Let's see if we can actually pick up a legit ATIS here. There's 3,500. That's going to keep us safely over the terrain. Let's listen. Information echo, I heard.
Jazz 855 cross crank at a maintain
2999er.
New York altimeter 3001.
I'm going to have to listen to that a couple times here. Winds were 3 something something.
Hazy at a maintain 8000. The LaGuardia altimeter 3002.
And let's see, we will have I believe we'll have an approach into Burlington. Yes, 121.1.
Confirm.
So that'll be ready to go.
8,000 feet at Treza.
That's Basie. Bravo Alpha Sierra Yankee Echo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, we're looking for a very, very large body of water that runs north-south, Lake George. And that will be what we follow, that little waterway up north into Burlington. Now we're flight following, so we don't have to request permission to enter the Charlie here at Burlington. So they should be talking to one another and be ready to vector me wherever they want me to vector. We were a little bit too far away to catch the ATIS, but I did pick out a few things. 29er, 9er, 9er, and it did sound like they were landing north. Winds were 3 something something. It was kind of crackly. Why am I making so much of this? Why am I making these vortices, guys?
November 8029 Bravo, contact Syracuse approach 134.27. Have a good day.
134.27 for 29 Bravo. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too, November 11816, contact Burlington approach 121.1. Have a good day.
121.1, November 11816. 121.1, that's us right here. We're going to click that over. We're going to go back to COM and mic 1. At Burlington approach. Good evening, Epic, November 11816, 3500. Oh, I forgot what information we have.
Epic, November 11816, Burlington approach. Good evening, Burlington information, Delta current altimeter 29er, 9er, 9er. You can expect a left base runway 33.
Okay, we'll go get Delta. We'll expect the left base runway 33, 29er, 9er, 9er, November 11816.
And November 11816, my apologies, information Echo is correct.
Okay. All right, Echo. We'll go get Echo 11816. Runway 33, visual.
Echo.
Gotcha. I'm going to do that. Let's go down here to COM 2. And let's see if it sounds any better now that we're a little bit closer. I can see the Lake George coming up here. So we're getting closer to like a clear line of sight, which I think is maybe as important as the distance at this point. We're not too far away from it, but we've got a lot of terrain in between here and there. Okay, so that's active. Let's just listen to Echo. And now we're not hearing anything. Really? Okay. We hearing it on this one? I'm not hearing anything now. All right, well, that's interesting. Well, we have all the information that we need. 29er, 9er, 9er, we do need to set that. Oh, you know what we forgot to do again, you guys? Doggone it. Igniter was supposed to come off. Auto fuel select was supposed to come on. And then when we're on approach, we have to turn the auto fuel selector off and the igniter back on. Dang it, we were going to do better than that.
Bradley, correction, Burlington information, Foxtrot current altimeter 3002.
Doggone it, them's my shoes. You always show up when I'm missing things on the checklist. Nah, just kidding. How are you, bud? Good to see you. Happy Thursday, man. Happy Thursday. Looks like a pretty nice big wide valley, and I'm thinking a Lake George. Oh yeah, look at that waterway up there.
Remember 5570 Papa, that was broken, sir, say again.
Final runway 35 at Plattsburgh, requesting
We'll have about 44 miles
Number 550,
from the time we hit the lake here until we get to Burlington.
Papa. Stand by one. I was just about to call you about that, sir. Thank you very much. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved. Good day.
Roger, Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thank you.
This guy just, it scoots. It just goes.
Remember Whiskey 907 Delta, proceed direct Perot, cross Perot at or above 6,500, cleared RNAV runway, RNAV Yankee runway 33 approach. Proceed direct Perot, cross Perot.
All right, now the other thing I need to put in here, guys, is I will have a Burlington Tower 1830. So that'll be set in COM 1, 1830. Down here in COM 2, I've got the ATIS. I thought maybe that's not the ATIS. Burlington, yeah, 2380. Yep, that's there. And then I might as well put Burlington. Let's put Burlington ground 2630. It's kind of a unique feature of Aerobask is you can just hover over the information if you want and spin it up, spin it down, as opposed to working the COM button over here. All right, let's see if we can hear the ATIS. See what's going on.
Temperature 22.
There we go.
08, altimeter 3002. Visual runway 33 approaching use.
3000 now.
Advise on initial contact with information Foxtrot.
Foxtrot. All right.
Burlington International Airport ATIS information Foxtrot 0054 Zulu. Wind 290 at niner. Facility 10 few clouds 6000 few clouds 25,000. Temperature 22, 2.08, altimeter 3002, visual runway 33 approaching use, landing and departing runway 33. Advise on initial contact with information Foxtrot.
Okay, so it hasn't changed our runway orientation, but it did change our barrel. Grass strip alert. Grass strip alert. This is Manning. Look at Manning down there. Note to self. Somebody nudge Steve PHL. Somebody ping downwind sim. Is that right? Is that what I just flew by? Victor Tango 10. I believe so. I believe so. Aha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, there's a lot of world. All kinds of world out there to see, isn't there? Pretty amazing. All right, let's not make the same mistake we made, by the way, at Rome. Let's get an airport elevation here. And we are expecting a visual 3.3. I'm going to just pull up the high localizer. Elevation, okay, this one's down kind of a little bit, so 335. So we need to be a pattern altitude of 1,000. Let's make it 1,400 just to be safe. Yeah, something that we need to do better this second go around here. And let's see, 3,500. It looks like we might have a hill or two over there that would cause us some problems. Now that I have, do I have everything set? If I have everything set, I'm going to take the autopilot off. I currently have tower right there. Yep, 1830. And we have ground 2630. Let's just make that the active. And if we need it, even though we'll be on the ground, we do have Burlington delivery. 19. Oh gosh, I just adjusted my barrel. 1915. So we'll have to use Burlington delivery when we depart on our final leg, which is not much of a flight plan. Be VFR westbound. Okay, all that set. So I feel like time to just go flying again. If I was Sim Caesar, I would have some kind of alert that would go off anytime we see an undoctored up grass strip. Just received a text message here. Got some tacos waiting for me upstairs. We got a little bit of flying left to do here. Oh, downwind sim. That sounds good. So here's what else we could do here just to make life a little bit easier. How about if we set our, oh boy, let's stay level, please. Thank you. It's really wanting to roll on me. Man, that is just a booger of a deal. We can set our course heading to 330 so that we know how close we are as we're flying our pattern. I gotta zoom in. My old eyes don't quite see that good. 3, whoa, where are we going? Up and away. Why? There we go, 330. There, just a little bit of a reference for us as we're flying our pattern. I mean, we could climb back up to 55, but looking at those clouds out in front of us, I don't think we're wise to do that. I think we need to stay at 35. Just follow this this lake channel here, and it'll keep us for the most part out of problems.
Number 11816, Burlington Airport at your 1 to 2 o'clock in about 10 miles, report in sight.
I believe we have the field, November 11816.
November 11816, roger, make a left base, runway 33.
We'll make a left base for runway 33, November 11816. Alright, not even the downwind. We're just going to go right to base, so it's kind of nice that I have the reference line set up there with my VOR. I don't have any VOR tuned per se, but that'll help me get on base. And yeah, had it not been for those airplanes down there, maybe I wouldn't have seen it, but we've got a lot of power to lose here, so let's do that first. Again, pattern altitude 1,400, so we've got some altitude to lose as well, but let's get the speed down first. Okay, igniter on, auto, I can't see, auto fuel select off. Okay, landing lights are on.
11816, contact tower 118.3, good day.
Over to tower, November 11816. Alright, see how well we do this. That's back on our first comms, I think. And Burlington Tower, good evening. Epic November 11816 on the left base, runway 33.
Epic 11816, Burlington Tower, good evening, wind 330, correction 300 at 9 runway 33, clear to land.
33, clear to land, Epic 816. Okay, both notches of flaps are coming in now, so I have a chance to kind of deal with the little bunny hop. Boy, that's a massive rise, isn't it? Holy cow. And there's our runway. Flaps are set, gears coming down, and okay, we're down. Where's my 3 green? I don't see 3 green. Why don't I see 3 green? See down, but no lights. Weird. Okay, let's make our turn. Speed's looking okay. Whoa, I turned too soon, didn't I? Way too soon. Way too soon. I'm almost down base winding here. Alright, there we go. 1,000. We can be a little below. Yeah, I turned way too soon there, guys. Let's get back on the base here for a minute. Let's level at 1,000. That's low enough for now. Funky little approach here. Not flowing very well by me at all. But there is our runway, so we still have time to execute a decent landing. We're a little bit high. Oh, missed my rollout just a bit. Kenny, what were we about 230 on this first landing? Let's see if we can do better. Other than the terrible pattern, I feel like we're a little more stable this time. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but $209, a little better. All right, kept the wheelie going a little bit longer than I needed to, probably. Go beta.
Epic 11816, welcome to Burlington, exit left and contact ground 126.3, good night.
Hang a left and over to ground, Epic 816. Looks like I can get off here. Oh, this is a runway. Crap. Tower, am I okay to exit on this runway? Sorry about that.
Epic 11816, no worries, it's inactive, so it's basically a taxiway at this point.
Ooh. All right. Well, where are we? What are we doing? Who am I? Let's get off right here. This is Gulf, and we'll go to ground. Basically, we've already taken ourselves almost clear into the gate, or to the ramp. All right, that's close enough. Let's do this. Landing light is off. We're gonna pop over here, and what was it? I thought I had everything programmed in, but maybe I didn't. Ground 2630. Yep, that's over here. Let's go to Mike 2. Burlington ground, good evening. Epic 11816. We are clear of the active on Gulf, and we just need a place to park real quick so we can enter a new flight plan.
Frontier Flight 420, contact tower 118.3, good day.
18.3 over to tower, Frontier Flight 420, thank you.
November 11816 Burlington ground, you can just park in the ramp in front of you.
Alright, we'll go straight ahead. Thank you, 816. And make sure there's nobody coming. Frontier flight, that implies maybe a little bit of a bigger airplane. Alright, hey, Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap checking in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Alright, this looks like a place I can just kind of pull over here. Almost out of everybody's way. And we've got at least one more leg here. We want to go to Syracuse, and then we want to try to make our way back up to William H. Morse State.
Good evening, November 185 Golf Alpha with Foxtrot.
Let's get the parking brake set. Let's just go through real fast. Let's make sure we don't have anything flaps. Clean the flaps up.
Charlie, Kilo, Juliet.
Prop lever, condition levers fully forward, igniter. is off. Trim needs to be reset. Not really doing a whole lot with the trim. It's been pretty well set as I've went in there. Pitot heat. Oh, I should have probably, yep, I should have been taking the pitot heat off after I'm on the ground as well. That's one thing I have forgotten. External lights, we'll leave the taxi light on for now. That's no big deal. But we will go to our transponder and we will squawk standby. Okay, now let's file our next flight plan. We are at Burlington, Bravo Tango Victor, and we're going to Syracuse, Sierra Yankee Romeo, and we will put, just in case we need to divert, we will put DDH as our alternate, and I'm thinking 0135, 10 minutes at the most. Now this is going to take a little bit longer, so we're going to put in an hour for this leg. I don't know that it'll take quite that, but we'll see. You know, something else I've been lying about. I've been more like 240, yeah, than 140. Okay, let's talk elevation. 5,700. There's Mount Whiteface, 4872. I'm almost wondering if we, gosh, I don't want to file an IFR plan because they'll take me more directly here. Man, we're going westbound. We're going to need 6,500 if we can get it, aren't we? Unless we can follow, maybe if we could go up here north of this little ridge line, you know, maybe we'd be okay. There's Adirondack Regional, which is at 1,600. Then we kind of come out of here. Yeah, if we just get around the Adirondacks, I think we'll be okay. So maybe what I'll do is I'll file 4,500. Yep, this is a 2460 peak. And then, of course, once we get over here to Lake Ontario, we're good to go. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and file it at 4,500. And we'll just work around the terrain. All right, everything is good. Burlington to Syracuse here in 10 minutes. It's an hour, 4,500. Okay, that's filed. And, oh gosh, we're VFR westbound, darn it. VFR westbound. File that flight plan. And I'm not going to do flight following because I want to practice checking in with Syracuse approach and getting permission again. That was one thing I didn't do very well yesterday. So I want to make sure that I do that today. Now we have delivery here on 1915, so I'm going to go ahead and just call him. And again, we have information. Foxtrot. Burlington delivery, good evening. Epic November 11816 with Foxtrot VFR westbound request.
Number 11816, Burlington delivery, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We just would we'd like to depart VFR westbound. We're going to head to Lake Ontario.
Number 11816, Burlington delivery. You gonna want flight following?
Negative flight following on this leg.
Number 11816, Burlington delivery, squawk 1453, departure frequency is going to be 121.1.
1453 and 121.1. 12453.
Number 11816, read back correct, call ground 126.3 for further.
And 1243, was that the squawk code again? I'm sorry about that.
Affirmative, 1453 on the squawk.
1453, and we'll give ground a call. Thanks, 816. 1453. 1453. I didn't have a chance. I wasn't as ready as I thought. I didn't have my scratch pad over here. And we'll go back to ground. Okay, and we just kind of, where did we end up? I think we ended up, yeah, we're kind of over here, I believe. Well, you know what? I've got the safe taxi, so let's just take the guesswork out of it. Let's zero in here and see where we're at. Yeah, straight ahead, basically. It's going to be kind of a weird taxi, kind of down and around. Maybe we could get the intersection. I bet we could get the intersection because we don't need much. This, like you've seen, this plane gets going pretty quickly. All right, let's turn the transponder on. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything. We kind of missed a couple things on our checklist because we were in too big of a hurry. I don't know if you're like me, but I kind of rush these little transitions. And I am in a Charlie, I believe, downwind. Is Burlington a Charlie? I'd have to look, but I'm going to go through my checklist first here. All right, altitude. We're going to set that at 4,500. Altimeter is still 3000. It's Foxtrot. The heading that we're going to use is we are going to be out of here on about a 290 heading. BC 5000. Howdy, man. Oh, geez. 290. It was better to go this way. 290. That'll work good. That'll work very well. We're going to arm the heading mode. We're going to go ahead and again climb at 3,000. That was a pretty good rate of climb. It kept our speed under control. And so our altitude is armed, 4,500. And let's see, what else? What else? Checklist. Trim is set. Transponder is, as soon as we get rolling, we'll put it on mode Charlie here. At Burlington ground, Epic 11816, ready for taxi.
Epic 11816, Burlington ground runway 33, taxi via Alpha Charlie Kilo Juliet, cross runway 1.
Alpha Charlie Kilo, and we'll cross runway 1, Epic 816. Okay, so I got to keep going on. I think this is, yeah, this is where we're, so this is Alpha right down here. Then I turn left on Charlie, and then this last little chunk is Kilo, and then this is runway 1 right here.
Ground, Cessna Sky 5570 Papa, exit runway 33 on Bravo, ready to taxi.
Okay, taxi light is on. We're ready to go.
November 557 Sierra Papa, Burlington ground taxi to the ramp via Bravo Alpha, cross runway 1.
There is a traffic coming in here. Pay attention to him. Ah, it's nice when the sun comes out, isn't it? That won't last for long, unfortunately. I don't think. All right, we on the right path here? Yes, we are.
57 Sierra Papa, give way to the Epic on Alpha.
Give way to the Epic on Alpha, 7 Sierra Papa.
Okay, we got to come all the way down here to Charlie, and we'll hang a left. There comes our traffic that's going to be waiting for us. Nice of him. Yeah, we have nice little sunny skies now. Maybe we would have been okay at 6,500. There's the Hound. Hello, my friend. All right, is this Charlie? I got to pay attention, you guys. Pay attention. This is not Charlie. Did I miss Charlie? Where am I? I think this next left is what I want, so this has got to be it. I'm going to cross runway 1. going to cheat a little bit here. Oh, that's us. So we have been given permission to cross runway 1. So we are going to do that. Ayers, I really enjoyed the flight you did the other day with your little guy. That was awesome. I cannot wait until the junior first officer is old enough to do that. He's definitely interested, just not quite old enough to understand the full concept. But man, your little guy was loving it. He was doing awesome. He did a great job. For those of you that don't know, Ayers had his, I'm assuming it's your son, and he set up, might have been the prop strike, one of the default Cessnas, and had his little guy help him with the checklist and the run up, and then he got up in the air and got him kind of nice and stable, and then they switched chairs and the little guy took over, and he really did a good job. Really did a good job. Fun to watch. Okay, this next right-hand turn. There we go. Yeah. Fun flying with the co-pilot. Yep. Okay, check it out. Yep, check it out.
Epic 816, contact tower 1 minute point 3, good day.
Over the tower. We'll see you, Epic 816. I'm going to have to... I didn't do a good job. I have my comms ready to go. So we're at Burlington, BC 5000, and we're actually flying a roundabout loop to Syracuse. We're going to be heading westbound out to Lake Ontario, and I gotta pick up tower. What's 1830? Surely that's in one of these frequencies. 1830, sure enough. Where am I going? I think I maybe, did I miss my turn? What have I done here? Where am I? What am I doing? Where have I gone? What? Oh, I missed my turn. Tower, Epic 11816. Looks like we missed our turn. Apologize for that. Okay, if we hang a 180 here to runway 33.
Yeah, that's cool with me. Epic 11816 Burlington Tower, wind 300 at 9er, runway 33, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
We'll fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 33. Yeah, I've always just been really curious about what this part of the airport looks like, so thanks for letting me take a little bit of a detour.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I always appreciate the scenic routes. That's always a good time, so no problem at all.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
Burlington Tower, Whiskey 907 Delta, missed approach.
We're going to be heading to the west. We're going to be flying over the Adirondacks.
Whiskey 907 Delta, fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000.
Fly runway heading, climb maintain 3000.
And then we're going to be dodging class Charlies
Contact departure
on our way out to Lake Ontario. So
Whiskey 907 Delta, time to feel it.
He's going to pass my check ride. You know, though, honestly, dude, in 10 years, you've got a guy that's going to be with you everywhere you go in that airplane, man. And there's nothing that's going to replace that. All right. We were cleared for takeoff. Nobody coming on final. Runway's clear. Somebody did do a missed approach, but we're good to go. Okay, flaps are set. Igniter is coming on. Landing lights on. Pitot heat on. I think we actually are ready to depart. Let's do a rolling start here. Let's see how that goes. Looking for 80. I'm looking for a center line. There's 80. Ooh boy, a little crosswind. Gear up. Let's make sure we get all the way down the runway here before we make our turn on course this time. Kind of screwed that guy over, I think, last airport. Okay, flaps up.
Epic 11816, contact departure now 121.1. We'll talk to you later. Have a great night.
121.1, thanks to the ATC, Epic 816. 21.1. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and engage. Autopilot, heading. Where are we going? Heading mode. Whoa, why? What the heck happened there? Heading mode is engaged. Why was it turning away? That was weird. Still wanted to turn away. It's like it's got, wow, that's weird. That was really weird. Alright. It was really like it was tracking a VOR. At Burlington departure, good evening, Epic 11816. We're climbing 3,500.
Epic 11816, Burlington departure, good evening, radar contact, proceed on course VFR to your discretion.
On course, VFR altitude, our discretion, Epic 816. And I just about lost my airspeed there too. That was not as good of a departure, guys. I did not do a nice job on that one. All right, that's a little bit of a bummer.
Mike Charlie, descend maintain 3,500.
Let's do this
turn
here.
Left direct, correction, turn left heading 080.
I do want to get this set because I want to check some comms here. So our heading is armed. Make sure heading's armed. And I'm going to engage autopilot.
11816, are you flight following today?
Negative flight following on this leg, Epic 816.
Roger.
You can almost hear the disappointment in his voice. Alright, so the idea here is we're going to attempt to steer clear of some Adirondack high altitude here that we can't get over if we are at 4,500. We were a little worried about visibility, but now the visibility seems like it's maybe less of an issue, so we might be okay to climb. We were cleared to go VFR altitude at our discretion, but I'm aiming right now for this little low point in the terrain because I know my 4,500 is going to be able to clear that.
November Whiskey 907 Delta, just say that the feet are fixed.
HSF Waffle, yeah, you've got some very good resources here, and they'll point you in the right direction. It's worth it, and it's it takes a few steps, takes a little bit of work, but it's well worth it. It's really, really enjoyable.
November Whiskey 907 Delta, roger, climbing, maintain 6,000.
Apparently, no matter where you fly in this plane, you make those cool little wing vortices. Alright, this is Lake Champlain.
Your 10 to 11 o'clock in 10 miles, report in sight. Film site, 4 Mike Charlie. Remember, 4 Mike Charlie, cleared, visual approach runway 33, traffic is a Cessna 172, 4,600, climbing 6,000.
That guy's following me.
At your, between you and the field.
Sonate guy's following me.
Visual 33, TVM on the
Keep an eye on that guy. Sonate guy, you never know about him.
Epic 11816, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, good day.
Squawk and VFR, frequency change approved. Really appreciate the ATC, what a fun event.
Yeah, we'll see you later, glad you enjoyed.
Alright. Squawking VFR, and are we on, by the way? I should have checked.
Remember,
are we on altitude? No, we're not.
Delta, turn left
okay.
direct.
Squawking VFR. And 2280.
Whiskey 907 Delta.
Okay, there we go. And now it's just a matter of not running into somebody else. I do think, though, just to be safe, I'm going to monitor Boston Center. And I'm going to monitor Boston West Center, 23. Let's see, 2375. Wait, I don't want to put that there. Put it down here, 2375. Now we'll just listen just in case something's going on, because he's carrying the covering the entire area up here. 12375. Yep, we'll put that guy on there. We will just again, we don't need the mic, just the comm. And we'll just listen in, make sure that nothing's happening that we don't need to have happen, or that we don't want to have happen. All right, so oops, before I do that, I need to address my fuel situation. How am I doing? Are we pretty... Yep, my left tank is lower than my right tank now, so let's do auto fuel selection. I would think that would mean it would automatically flip it to the right. It's not flipping it to the right, even though we're clearly needing to. Alright, so now here's the scary part. If I flip this the wrong way, it'll turn the engine off. And I do have the igniter on, so it will restart, but I don't have a lot of altitude to mess with, so wish me luck. Ah, dang it. Dang it. No! Come on, igniter, do your trick. After I fly this plane enough, I know that I'm gonna know which way to spin it, but for now, it's just flip the coin, and you can see what happens.
You're on a roll, so I just didn't want to get too confused.
What was I doing? Well, so I'm just trying to, like, the fuel is not balanced, so we needed to flip it over to the right tank. It should do it automatically, but it's not. I've got the auto fuel. Well, I did. Auto fuel select is going to be on now.
615, contact New York Center,
All right.
125.32.
I can turn that off now. Yeah, that was not pretty. That was not pretty. All right, I want to shoot down this little corridor here, guys, to Adirondack Regional. So let's, and that'll give us a chance to tune in a VOR, even just kind of see what it's looking like. So let's.
Skywest 5343, descend and maintain.
Let me show you what I'm thinking, just in case you guys join me late. Yeah, this moment of panic brought to you by Diet Pepsi. When you're wondering why you're wide awake at 1 o'clock in the morning, you could thank Diet Pepsi. So we're roughly here. We want to come to to Adirondack Regional. That is what? 109.2. Let me get that in, then I'll show you the rest of this route. I have not messed around too much with the navigation. 109.2. Alright, that's alive, and let's spin it around here and see where we're supposed to be. See which direction. Should be to the southwest. And indeed. So how about we do this? It's not exactly hand flying, but let's just engage the nav. And I think it's working. Very good, very good, very good.
Skywest 5343, contact Cleveland Center 13.
Yeah, Eris, that's what the auto start button, I guess, is supposed to do.
November 232 Sierra Uniform, cross Wiper at and maintain 1000, the Providence altimeter 3007.
Getting a little bit less
Wiper 11000.
VFR-ish in here, isn't it?
3007. Citation 2SU.
Still kind of had this low haze.
Citation 2 Sierra Uniform, I'm sorry, just verify Wiper 1000.
All day long.
Trying to coordinate.
Yeah, Wiper 1000.
And there comes some turbulence finally. We were supposed to have that. The weather report showed some turbulence in the area. Now we're starting to get a little bit of that. And I'm also a little fast, 258. I can back things off just a little bit here, I think. Kind of bumping and squeaking around, and that's pretty cool. So then from, so here's the rest of the route. Sorry about having to take just a second there to get set up. So we're inbound to Adirondack Regional. One of the most beautiful airports in the Boston area. We're going to be shooting out of here.
Actually, just give me a fast forward speed just in case. I have an aircraft coming from behind you doing 100 plus knots. I don't want them to catch up.
Okay. There's a railroad track here that we're really looking to follow if we can.
Okay, that's fine.
If we can pick it up, we will try to follow it down here to Stillwater Reservoir. If we can't, if it's too hazy, what I'm going to do is just probably shoot this 242 outbound leg down here to Stillwater. And at Stillwater, it's pretty much a straight west route out here to Lake Ontario. We're just going to get to the shoreline, but we want to stay below the delta here so we don't have to talk to these guys up at the Wheeler Sac Air Force Base. Once we get to the shoreline, we're going to turn south. Probably at this point is where we will contact Syracuse Approach and request permission into the airspace. And we will be making a full stop landing there at Syracuse Hancock Regional International. I don't even know. That's the plan anyway. Oh. Stretch. All right, bumping and thumping along here. Again, if you've never, I mean,
Boston Center, good evening, Air Canada 1491, passing 8,600 for 10,000.
Air Canada 1491, Boston Center, good evening, climate maintain, follow 300.
Climate maintain, follow 300, Air Canada 1491.
When I first came up to this part of the country, I was very surprised at the diversity and I don't know what I expected to find, but I don't know that I expected to find so much diversity up here. Everything from the mountains we're seeing right here to coastal regions, little small grass strips to huge international airports. It's just got a tremendous variety. All right, so we're coming up here, and Adirondack is kind of where we're at. We need to depart Adirondack on, we said, what, a 242? I believe we're just about to overshoot it right here. There we go. So 242, I'm going to go ahead and just change that right now. 242, where's my course? Sorry, 242. That's kind of where we were at, actually. Just kind of keep it going straight. Sorry about that, passengers.
Have a good night.
I'm looking for, there is a railroad track off to our right that we should see here kind of as soon as we get past this lake region. There's a pretty good lake down here called Trapper Lake. I think that's, no, this one right here is not Trapper Lake. This is Upper Saranacy. But we'll see just how well we can pick up. Sometimes you can really see the train tracks very, very well, but sometimes when the light is like it is right now, not so much. So we may be doing some VOR work here for a little while.
At Autumn, please.
Austin, I believe, and descend via the J for 2 arrival and 22 left, November 1 Papa.
It'll be Autumn. Alpha uniform, Tango uniform, Mike.
Sergeant, Autumn, 1 Papa.
No problem.
Once we get on the ground at Syracuse, then we'll decide if we want to try to make it back. If we have enough stamina and fuel to make it back to William H. Morse State. I'd kind of like to see what that airstrip looks like at night. Well, I better check. Is this a lighted airfield, Steve PHL? If you're still here? It is a, oh yes, there's a beacon. There is a lighted windsock. And there's medium intensity edge lighting. There's also a glide slope indicator. Oh yeah. We're going to have to probably go check that out. Just make it one complete loop here. Perhaps what we will do then, maybe we'll just request a touch and go at Syracuse. And we can keep a VFR, or as soon as we get out of Syracuse, we can jump right back to VFR, no flight following. I think we could probably, we weren't going to, but we could probably just, yeah, we could just go direct and avoid all of the airspaces. There's really nothing in between. Oh, there is one, I guess. There's Albany. We'd have to figure out a way around Albany. All right, well, we got some time to think about that. Not working, HSF. It takes a little while to get your, I do know that sometimes it takes a day or so for them to process your information and approve your account. So stay patient. Maybe give it a night and try again. Or I would think that they're going to send you a confirmation email of some sort. You'll have a BAT SIM ID number, and you'll have a password that they'll generate for you. And yeah,
November 65320, descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain 1000, the Burlington altimeter 3.
It'll take them a night or so.
Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1000, 3002 for 65320.
Yours got approved pretty quickly, huh, Kenny? Yeah, mine took a day.
Bus Antenna Rouge 47, relieving 370.
Thank you.
Mine took a day. All right, JPC, good to hear, man. Good to hear. And I figured you would. I figured you'd get your brain wrapped around it pretty quickly.
Level 10,000.
It's really a fairly straightforward plane. It's kind of like this one, actually. They've automated so much that it does just makes it pretty easy to fly. So good deal. All right, HSF Waffle. Maybe somebody else can help you a little bit there as far as it's been so long since I've done that, but I'm guessing that somebody would be able to help you out.
November 901 Papa Lima, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Can somebody, and I tell you what, HSF, let's do this. If nobody else is able to get you figured out, here's a link to my Discord. Connect with me over there, and when I'm done with the flight, if I'm able to, I'll pop in there and see if I can help you out a little bit. All right, here's what I need to do. I need to set stream a walkthrough. Okay, can do. We're gonna make this turn about 42 miles from Adirondacks, so I could help myself out here a little bit. Let's go. We're going to put Adirondack in here. but we're not going to fly to Adirondack. KSLC. We're just going to use this as a DME. Alright, enter, enter, and we're going to see how far away. Oh, wait a minute, it's not SLC, that's Salt Lake City. Never mind. It's SLK. Direct to oops, can I get it? Yep. SLK. There we go. All right, so we're 32 miles away again. I'm putting that in just to get a quick DME because my Sky Vector is telling me that I need to make that westbound turn at 42 miles. Well, HSF Waffle, you know, I'm sorry it's not working out. That's dang frustrating. But you're welcome. Like I say, reach out to any of us on the stream here. We all have Discords, and I think we, you know, any one of us would be happy to help troubleshoot with you. And or you know, sometimes how those things go, you do a little restart, you come back the next day, you start fresh, and for some reason it works out. But I do know that mine, and it doesn't sound like this is the problem you're having though, but I do know mine took an overnight before it was before I got all my information back. There's got to be too a help support link in the vatsim.net. Yeah, it's got to be a support link there too that you could send them an email and say, hey, here, look, this is what's going on. Yeah, there's my railroad track. All right, very good. Very good. Yeah, like I said, sometimes it's cool you can pick it up. Now, I wouldn't have known had I not seen the train going that that's a railroad track, though, because it looks an awful lot like just a regular dirt road. But, all right, very good. So we are definitely on course. That's good to know. And this is the lake I think that we should be turning at. Stillwater Reservoir. Yep, and that we're about 40 5x5. 41 miles.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead and engage heading mode, and we're going to just fly. We're just going to fly out towards Lake Ontario. And again, the reason why we went down a little bit this far instead of just kind of heading straight westbound from Burlington is that it helped us avoid the airspace there, the Wheeler Sac
Delta 1655, contact
AAF
3.0. Have a good night.
class
133.0
Delta. Blue dashes, right? That's Delta.
Number 6532 Zulu, contact Burlington approach 121.1.
That's a great question, Kenny Monster.
Over to 121.1.
Who knows the origins of 5x5? I know one of them is supposed to represent the volume and the other is supposed to represent the clarity. But why is 5 the magic number? Why 5x5? I don't even know how that started. That's a great trivia question. 1 through 5 is the scale. Who made the scale? Is that a downwind sim scale? Huh? Huh? Yeah. I mean, I get that. I get the 1 through 5. But I just don't know why. Like, why not say 10 by 10? You know, or 3 by 3. Military. Could be. They think of everything. Now, the nice part about this is avoiding that airspace is a little easier because I have some help, some glassy help. So I will be able to stay well south of that Air Force base. And am I seeing?
We're ready for the
Lake Ontario already? Possibly? Nah, I don't think so.
Sir 69, sure. Descendant pass discretion maintain 1000 to Syracuse
Yeah, maybe I am.
3006.
I might just be.
Altimeter 3006 will descend 11,000, drive through 69.
Papa Tango Zulu Delta Hotel, contact Albany approach 132.82.
No, I don't think that's it. But then again, I don't see any big lakes in between myself and
Air Canada 1491, contact Cleveland Center 134.9.
that's got to be
Have a good night.
that's got to be terrain. That's not water. That's
124.9,
terrain, isn't it?
good night.
Yeah, because that's not big enough to be Lake Ontario. Okay, okay. Al South MIA. He knows everything. He knows everything. He would be the guy. If he was here, he would have that question answered. He is a trivia machine. Well, while we're flying, I can do an interior walk around for you, Mr. Downwind Sim, if you'd like. So we have the typical cabin configuration here, and I'm sure that there's like all kinds of card tables and stuff that flip out. Maybe not. Nope, that doesn't flip out. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe that's not a flipper outer thing. Okay. We do have some. Oh, what do we have here? Lindbergh does it. This is this developer is a guy after your own heart. Downwind Sim. He's hiding stuff all over the place. There we go. A 16th month, 2018 calendar. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
Rouge 47, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Over the approach,
Nice leather
Rouge
seats.
47, thank you. See ya.
These go up or down? Nope, they don't go up or down. I can open this, but I don't want to. I probably can't now. Yeah, I could do that. I don't want to do that. Anything in here? Any clickables? Nope, that's really no clickables, which I don't mind. They're kind of nice. It's like eye candy and all this good stuff, but all it does is just add complexity to the plane and kill your frame rates, to be honest with you.
Skyhawk 1, 933 Papa Boston Center. Hello, let me know when you have bomb failure in sight.
Yep. Well, looks like I maybe could turn the lights on. Okay, yeah. So the lights I can control. All right, that's interesting. But yeah, that's kind of the inside view here. A little bit of could put your luggage down there if you want. If you were riding in the seat.
Sargo 77 Delta in Boston Center. Hello, climate maintain 1000.
Well, if you're riding in this seat, you'd have a terrible view, wouldn't you? Holy cow. Back up a little bit here.
2000.
There's a better view.
I'll have on course for you very shortly.
Yep, that's kind of that looks like it's about it, guys. Well modeled. I mean, very nice. Look at the detail. Look at the detail on that. That's awesome. Holy Moses. That's pretty cool. I've become a very big fan of Aerobask. Very big fan. All right, there we go. Big Blue Lake Ontario coming up, and successfully stayed south of that Bravo. Life is good. I think we'll do this just for navigational fun. I'm going to tune in Syracuse. And we'll just track Syracuse inbound here once we get out over the water. So Syracuse, where are you? Syracuse VOR. 117.0. Let's put you in.
Dragster 69, contact Syracuse approach 134.27. Have a good night.
You know, the other thing I might want to do, maybe I should practice.
Dragster 69, see ya.
Maybe I should practice an ILS approach or something like that.
Boston
Yeah, the windmills look cool. That actually is a plug-in that Downwind Sim found for me,
270, JetBlue 315.
and it adds kind of a nice little touch.
614 Kilo Papa 12000, climbing 14000.
Citation 614 Kilo Papa Boston Center.
In fact, I think I will do that. But before I do that, I am going to take a short, really short bathroom break. I will be right back.
Number 232 Sierra Uniform, contact New York approach 120.05. Have a good night.
20.05 for citation 2 Sierra Uniform.
JetBlue 845, descend and maintain 1000.
11,000, 845.
Zargo 77 Delta Lima, climb and maintain level 200.
Climb maintain 200, Zargo 77 Delta Lima.
Thank you, and that's going to be your cruise altitude to New York.
Alrighty. Gotta go back upstairs, bud. Sorry. Well, Lake Ontario coming up, and we still have plenty of light. We might have almost been okay to shoot this thing in regular time. Man, is it hazy. That's just more than X-plane haze too, I think. That's just like a little weather system sitting in here, not quite knowing what it wants to do. But yeah, I think that would be good to do, is practice the ILS into Syracuse. We do have an ILS runway 28 and an ILS runway 10. And we could probably
what I'll do is I'll vector you instead.
Probably tune in Syracuse ATIS, yes. 2422.
We'll just give you vectors the rest of the way. It'll be easier for all of us.
ILS approaching, just landing and departing on a 28, advised on initial contact.
Oh, it's already ILS, okay.
Syracuse Tower, information November 0154 Zulu, wind 2704, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 20,000, temperature 19er, dew point 8, altimeter 3007, ILS approaching, just landing and departing on a 28, advised on initial contact. Information November.
November, ILS 28, that's the fastest ATIS I've ever heard. Information November, altimeter 3007, and it's already ILS runway 28, so that's cool. I don't have to request that. I'm going to get it loaded up though in my flight plan. We're just about out and over the lake. Once we're over the lake, I will turn. I'll just track that VOR straight back. I'm not going to worry too much. There is a road, Highway 15 and Highway 81, that we could also follow just to just for verification.
JetBlue 845, contact Syracuse approach 134.27. Have a good night.
3427 JetBlue 845.
All right, let's put Syracuse in here. We're not going to go direct Syracuse. That would be even worse cheating than we're already doing.
Korea 112 Boston Center, good evening. Climate maintain, level 230.
Maintain for level 230, Queen, let's help.
SYR. All right, so that'll be in our flight plan now, and we can go and select the. We want to select the approach. I don't have to worry about an arrival.
United 2075 cross
ILS
Hancock
28.
and maintain level 280.
Cross Hancock at our starter above 8280. United 2075.
Or are you making me hot dogs?
We're at and maintain.
Oh, you better bring me a hot dog, buddy.
At flight level 280, United 2075.
He's got the toy grill going down here, and he's cooking me hot dogs.
Kingston, India Golf, November.
Back to Kingston.
All right, let's put some information here. ILS 28. We have 613 as our decision height. Elevation's 421.
29 Bravo, with you 5,500 en route to Saranac Lake, Adirondack.
Array 029 Bravo.
He's making the grill sound right now. Tss. He's cooking his hot dogs for me. He may decide if I make the last leg or not. He may say no. You're coming with me, mister. All right. 421 elevation, 613 decision height. Missed approach. Climb right turn 3000. Direct to Syracuse for tack and hold. All right, good deal. And 1099 and 280. So let's put in, this should be 613. Which is 100 and, I'm just going to call it a good solid 200 above. Okay, we're going to load it. We're not going to activate it. It'll be ready to go. And we will be in business. All right, we are out and now officially over Lake Ontario. So let's spin the magic VOR. And let's see what direction we need to head to go direct Syracuse. Right about there. Nav engaged. And around we go. Should be pretty close to due south. Yep, right about exactly on the money. Yeah, he'll bring me one here in just a second. He had a salad and like some beans and stuff for me last time. It was good, really good. And I'm really hungry because I haven't had anything to eat yet, so I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I think here he comes. Oh, he's got a plate full of stuff. Oh, he's got it on his... Ooh, man, does that look good? Does that look good? Oh, thank you, sir. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Oh, that was so good. Thank you. I would take one more, please. Had his little plastic spatula. Oh, good times. All the bad things I've taught him. Maybe grilling will be one of the good ones. Okay, I probably should make contact with Syracuse approach here if I am going to be doing this. Syracuse approach is 13427. I'm going to just, I'm going to turn off COM2's frequency right now. 3427, let's get everything set here. Ooh, one more. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Num 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 num. Oh, that was just right. Thank you, buddy. Now I feel really good. No, I'm stuffed. I can't eat anymore. Thank you. Take some to your mama. She probably needs one. Yeah, that'll work. 34. 275. Okay, there is Syracuse approach. We will have tower 2030.
Dragster 69, turn right, heading 020, reduce speed to 190.
Heading 020, reduce speed 190, Dragster 69.
JetBlue 845, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend to 5,000, JetBlue 69.
Syracuse approach eclipse November 11816. Oops, broke. Stepped on him. Syracuse approach November 11816.
Lufthansa cargo checking in, say again.
Ah, dang it. I stepped on him.
Fuel 4,000.
Okay, Lufthansa cargo, your transponder is not set right. Check your transponder code, please. Who else was calling?
Yeah, Syracuse November 11816.
Hour 398, Boston Center 123.75, good night.
2375, take care, Brad 398.
Dragster 69, the field 10 o'clock and 15 miles.
Yeah, Dragster 69, we have the field inside, we have the traffic inside.
Okay, Dragster 69, let's do this. Follow
Okay,
that
I
traffic.
need
It'll
to
be,
stay
your 10 to 11
clear
o'clock at
of
3 miles clear
the
visual approach or make
Bravo until I'm
Visual
cleared
approach
into it, by the way, and I'm
follow the
getting
traffic,
kind of getting
Dragster
there.
69.
11816, go ahead.
Yes, sir. VFR just north of the field at 4,500 requesting permission to enter the airspace.
Number 11816, radar contact as reported. That'll be about 17 miles north of Syracuse, squawk 4712.
4712, 816. Alright, 4712.
Lufthansa cargo 8 with you again, I think let's fix the transponder code.
Lufthansa cargo 8 whiskey heavy, thank you. Clear direct at Dines, climb and maintain 10,000.
10,000 direct Dines.
No, thank you.
JetBlue 2516, contact the tower 120.3.
JetBlue 2516, contact tower, see you in a bit.
Number 816, Syracuse, altimeter 3007, runway 28 in use.
3007, runway 28 in use. We'd like to be full stop at Syracuse.
Roger. Break UPS 1138, turn left heading 330. Left 330,
Sorry, bud.
UPS 1138.
I'm full.
Actually, I'm in the heading, UPS make it 350. Left 350 for UPS
Okay,
1138.
so I think they're going to vector us. Probably a left-hand turn here in just a little bit. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to heading mode. And let's see if I remember how to shoot an ILS approach. So heading mode's engaged. I'm going to activate my I don't think I'll activate my final just yet. I'll activate the approach. Maybe if I can get up there. There you go. Activate my approach. Okay, so that sets my frequency and did not set my course though. And the course needs to be
And approach Dragster 69, does separation look good?
280.
Lufthansa cargo 8 whiskey, contact Cleveland 134.9er.
We're going to be pretty close to, I mean, we're heading right for the field, but
Tractor 69, you have about 6 miles and there's no
if we
overtaking.
just had a little bit of a left-hand vector, we'd be almost on an extended base leg right now.
Tower's 20.3, good night.
20.3, Dragster 69, thanks for service.
All right, we have 20.3 tuned in. Yes, we do.
Of
Ground. We can put ground in. 2170.
United 893, Syracuse.
Let's get the altimeter. Oh, there we go, 3007.
Number 816, the airport, 12 o'clock and 7 miles, reported site.
Yeah, we're looking for the airport. We'd actually like to request, if we could, we want to try to shoot the ILS 28.
UPS 1138, descend and maintain 3000. The field is 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock and 17 miles.
Down to 3000 and we'll look for the airport for UPS 138.
Number 816, okay. Do you want to go IFR or do you want the practice approach VFR?
We'll go practice approach IFR, please.
Okay, number 816, you're clear to the Syracuse airport via flight present heading and radar vectors for the ILS 28, descend and maintain 4000.
Present heading, radar vectors ILS 28, down to 4000, November 11816, thanks.
And Syracuse approach UPS 138 has the airport in sight.
UPS 1138, clear visual approach runway 28.
Clear to the visual 28 approach of UPS 138.
Okay, there we go. Down a little bit. Kind of a late. I probably shouldn't have done that to the guy, but I kind of wanted to see if I could do it. I haven't shot one in here, and there is the airport. So we're gonna go around and come in kind of on a left-hand pattern.
United 893, turn right heading 050,
Which I think,
vector to final. If you were restricted,
I think that might actually be what we're supposed to fly here. I believe so.
United 893, that was 050, heading.
So it'll take us out there. We got a little bit of traffic coming, and we will
Yeah, United 893, descend and maintain 5000.
be right behind them. See if we can do an ILS approach here. JPC laughing at me. All right, I have slowed down my speed a little bit more manageable here. 208.
JetBlue 845, maintain 250 and hostile advice.
250, not 250.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Number 816, turn left heading 09, or correction, heading 100, vector to final.
Left turn 100, Epic 816.
UPS 1138, towers 20.3, good night.
Over to tower 20.3 for UPS 138.
All right. Well, Steve, I don't think I'm going to make it all the way back in to William H. Morse State today, but I will definitely be visiting it later on. It was looks like a really cool spot, and I appreciate you sharing that with me. It added just a little extra spice on the flight today, but just kind of seeing the little dude is wanting to have a little papa time before he heads to bed, so I'm going to happily oblige. We'll get ourselves on the ground here at Syracuse, hopefully, and let's see, how did our auto fuel select work? Still on the right-hand side. Did it, yep, so it's draining the right, because it's, okay. That's a little bit more, so that's good, I guess. I mean, I have to pay closer attention. I need to just fly a longer flight where I'm not doing so many different things, so I can monitor that just a little bit more carefully. Yep, those night lights are starting to take shape. That's where it gets pretty fun. That's Oneida Lake out there. Oneida, maybe is how you say that. Oneida Lake. That is a scenery glitch. A little spot in between the ortho tiles, probably. All right, well, we have a second now. Since we requested the IFR ILS and not the visual ILS, we got a minute to kind of take a look here and make sure we have everything configured. We've got our anti-ice as required. Barrow is set. External lights are on. Fuel selector, when we get on short final, we need to turn auto select off. Flap speed is anything below 180. Won't quite get a sense of the night lighting in this. It's not quite going to be dark enough, but I have a feeling I'll be in this plane again. I have enjoyed it. It's been a very nice plane, and what? Can you give me 10 minutes? I have to land. Nope. No. I have to land and then we can go, okay? Go play your piano or go upstairs for 10 more minutes. Then I'll land. Alright? You can sit on my lap if you don't touch anything. Alright, Junior First Officer is on the flight deck. Ha ha ha! Now don't... I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive. You're gonna watch, okay? Alright. Hold on. Papa's gonna drive. And I'll let you have a turn, okay? This could be interesting. Chat, this might be the best landing ever. Hold on. We don't have to do anything. Right now we're on autopilot. So the airplane is flying all by itself. Okay. See that? What do you think of that airplane? That's called an Epic. Hold on. We're not gonna touch anything just yet. In just a minute though we will, okay? It's hard to be patient, I know. Oh man. Cutter Edge Studios. Thanks for checking in late, man. I appreciate it. And maybe you've been here for a while. If you have and you've checked in, I haven't said hello. And yeah, this is where we're at here. He knows what's up, and he is pretty good at. I mean, he can make the plane do what he wants.
16, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 3000.
Left turn 360 down to 3000, November 11816. All right.
45, maintain 190 knots or greater. 190 knots or greater.
Hold on, not yet.
United 893, turn left heading 360.
We're turning. Nope, not yet. Wait. We're going to let the autopilot do this turn, okay, buddy? And we got to go down 1,000 feet. Vertical speed. Down.
JetBlue 45, the field is 12 o'clock, 15 miles and 46.
Pull the power back a little bit. Wait.
JetBlue 45,
not quite time yet. Almost. We have to see the runway first, okay? As soon as we see the runway, then we can fly it, all right? You can adjust the view if you want.
Oh, never mind, you're turning.
Look at the sunset.
JetBlue 116, flight com check. Nope. 3. Check express, JetBlue 116, descending 3,600. JetBlue 116, Syracuse, good evening. Tell your wingman to squawk standby, please. I'm getting conflict alerts every 5 seconds.
Oh, gosh.
JetBlue 116, flight.
I got to see where the approach.
JetBlue
Okay, there it
116
is.
flight
Third one down on the right.
3007, expect runway 28.
3007, expect runway 28, JetBlue 116.
35 for the first officer, 185.
Number
That's
11816, turn left, heading 310, intercept the localizer.
left turn 310, intercept the localizer 816. Wait. Don't do that. Wait. Hold on. Almost ready. 310. There's 310. We're going to arm the...
Number 816, maintain 170 knots or greater, please.
170 or greater, November 11816. Now, I had lost quite a bit of speed there, hadn't I?
United 893, descend and maintain
Speed
3000.
is not a problem for me. I didn't realize I'd slowed down quite so much, though. I am going to put a notch of flaps in.
Delta Mike Delta.
And there's 3,000. Did I arm my altitude? I don't think I did.
Number 11816 is 5 miles from Stoda, across Stoda at or above 2,700, cleared ILS runway 28 approach. Maintain 170 knots or greater to a 5-mile final.
Across Stoda at or above 3,000. We'll maintain 170 or greater till 5 DME, November 11816.
Number 816, it was 2,700, cross Stoda at or above 2,700.
2,700, sorry about that. 11816. Hold on.
Number 8, JetBlue 845, contact tower 10.3.
Wait, it's turning for us. Let it turn. As soon as it turns, then we'll start to fly.
Delta, Mike Delta, Syracuse, radar
All right.
contact, the altimeter 3007, resume mode navigation and appropriate VFR altitudes.
Wait a second. I know it's hard. Patience. We're going to do it.
Delta Mike Delta.
Did I miss the localizer? I might have missed it. I might not have it set right. Dang it. I don't think I have it set right. I don't know what I have.
For 816, I show you through the localizer on that 310 heading, still say intentions.
Yeah, we blew through it. We're just going to come back around, pick it up from the other side, and just fly it in that way, if that's okay.
Okay, so you're going to turn back to the left to rejoin the localizer?
A-firm. We're turning left right now.
Okay, no worries.
All right, you ready? Grab it with 2 hands. We got to turn this way, this way, this way.
United 893, turn left heading 280.
Okay, now straight. Straight, it's right like that. Now this way. And approach November 11816. We're going to disconnect from the network right now. Appreciate the ATC. Have a good night.
Okay, good night.
Wait a second. Hold on. Pause. We're going to do this right, buddy. Let me instead of fighting with you, we're going to do it right. Okay, here we go. You ready? Now don't turn. Let's start straight. Okay, I want you to turn that way a little bit. Can you turn the other way? Just a little bit. Good. Now straight. Now straight. Oh boy. Now straight. Straight right there. Hold it right there for a second. Wait. Good. Good. That looks good. No. Go straight. Go straight. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. There you go. Gears down, by the way, guys. Flaps are full. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. We're going to stall out. Hold on. Hold on. We got this. We got this, Goose. He's not letting me do it. Okay. Whoa. Where are you going? Where are you going? No, we don't want to go there. We got to go this way. The runway's over there. We got to go for the runway. See the runway? Right there. That's where we're going. There you go. Point it at the runway. Attaboy. Now straighten it out a little bit. Go that way some. Turn that way a little bit. Turn a little bit. There you go. That's a good job. Okay, pull back just a little bit. Pull back this way a little bit. Right there. I don't want the airplane to fall down. There's the runway. We got to go to the runway. Can you turn a little bit to go to the runway? This way. Got to be nice and easy. All right? We got to keep going that way. There you go. That looks good, man. That looks really good. I'm going to run the power. I got the rudders. That's really good. No, don't turn. Stay going at the runway. Go back this way, please. There you go, right there. Stop. Stop. Yeah, let me help you. Just a little bit. There we go. Just right, man. Just right. Now turn this way just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just like that much. And stop right there. That's perfect. Go back on a little bit. This way a little bit. Looking good. We're going to land. Hold on. Hold on. Turn back this way now. Turn this way. Turn this way. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let me help. Just a second. Let me help. Find the field. Find the field. Where's the field? Where's the field? Where's the field? Where's the field? There's the field. Okay, fly right towards the field. See how we're turning? Turn that way a little bit. Turn this way. There you go. Just a little bit. Right there. And straight. I want you to go straight at that. Straight at those lights, okay? See what I'm talking about? Those little lights right there. Straight at it, buddy. You're looking good, man. You're looking really good. We're gonna land on that. That's a runway. We're gonna land on the runway. Yeah, you're gonna see some aerobatics. Okay, we gotta turn this way just a little bit. A little bit. Right there. Stop. And now turn back. Get it straight again. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. All right. Short final. It's all you, buddy. I want to try to land. Let's try to go to the airport if we can, okay? Can you turn a little bit? We got to go this way a little bit. Just a little. There you go. Stop right there. Straight, 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 straight. Good. 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 Looking good. We got this, Sully. You can't turn that way anymore. If you turn that way, we're going to miss the runway. Now we got to turn back this way just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right there. Stop. Straighten out. There we go. We're doing good. 500. We might need to pull back just a little bit. We're getting low. We're getting to the trees, man. All right, here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Can you do it? All right, it's you now, buddy. All you. Try to go to the runway. Turn a little bit so you go to the runway. It's like staying on the sidewalk. You want to stay right on the sidewalk. Okay, now we'll go back a little bit. Yeah, we'll go back a little bit. Nope, don't nose down. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We're almost there. We're so close. We're so close. See that? All those runway lights? We want to be right on that. That's just like riding your bike on the sidewalk, man. Turn a little bit. Yep, doing good. Doing good. 200. Oh, we might be a little short. Might be a little short. 100. Beep, 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 beep. Perfect. Oh, no! Oh, buddy. We did pretty good. We might have accidentally scratched the paint just a little bit. Should we watch it again? Let's watch it and see what happens here. All right, here we are. We're flying. Do the last couple of minutes here. The last precious moments. Let me get outside view. What is the outside view? There we go. Full flaps. Fly it in, buddy. You got it. Nice and stable. Doing really, really good. Doing a little bit of, you know, that's a new technique they teach the young pilots these days. JPC probably knows what that technique's called. Yeah, we're looking really good right here. Papa's on the rudder just a little bit, as you can see. Yeah. We're in good shape right here. Really good shape. Yep. Kind of a front slip. You know, he recognized we were a little high, so he executed a front slip. You know, a little nose down just to get a perspective. In really good shape at this point in time. Again, there's that new technique, a new porpoising technique they talk about. Here we go. We're down. We're just about there. And yeah, looking really good, really good, really good. And then I think it was, oh, that was wind shear. Wind shear all the way, man. That was wind shear all the way, wasn't it, buddy? Well, maybe a little bit. That's all right. Papa's a billionaire. We'll just buy a new one. One more time. No, we're gonna go. We got to go for a ride. Remember? That's what you wanted to do. All right, everybody. Well, I tell you what. Pretty good flame effects. We'll try another one in just a minute, okay? When's the next grandson stream? I don't know, Downwind Sim. What I can tell you is this. I do have something planned. What is today? Thursday, Saturday. It was supposed to be the Good Morning Seattle, but they apparently have changed it. And now it is an Omaha event. It's called Play Ball or something to that effect. So I'm going to be doing that in Omaha, Epley Field. And we will be in the, what are we going to be in? Have I made a decision? Oh, we're going to be in the Saab 340. And then on next week, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to have special editions of the Nowhere Fast series. And I'll tell you why they're special editions on Tuesday and Thursday. But I'll be in the Carenado NH Adrian 152, and we'll be doing some routes in kind of my neck of the woods, actually, in eastern Wyoming. So hopefully you can join us for that. In the meantime, I think our work here is done. What do you say, Oli? All right, let's go. Let me shut the computer off. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your week and into the weekend, and I hopefully we'll see you back here on Saturday. Until next time, take care. God bless.